So step inside, dun, and see the devil and I. All right, guys, listen carefully, all right? Tori here, Geelong-Flipper. Hey, guys, Tori, Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
I'm Tori.
Okay. No.
Tori here.
Tori here.
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? Hey, legends, how you doing? Tori Favreau here, the Geelong-Flipper in my Queensland shirt. My Queensland top, yes, because in a short period of time, I will be a Queenslander. I hope to be accepted by the greater Queensland community, and I salute them for everything they've done so far. All right, guys. So today is a prime example of why I'm looking forward to the departure lounge. It is 11 o'clock, 11:15. The weather is 11, and you know how it tells you what it feels like? Well, today, according to the weather, today feels like 3 degrees. And we're in the last bits of spring heading into summer. Today, guys, we have got chores to run. I think, other than my opinion on things, to be honest with you, a lot of the content may feel a bit samey, and well, maybe it isn't. I don't know. It's hard because this is my life. I just document it and share it with you. There's all sorts of bills coming up. Yesterday we had a rip snorter of a Lego minifigure show, thanks to the generosity of the audience, snapping up lots of minifigures there, and I really do appreciate it. We made $1,160, and we sold. Well, look, some of the stuff I sold was, as you guys know, I've got Lego tattoos. I love my Lego. I know a fair bit about it. Some of the stuff I sold was super, get out of town rare. Some of the stuff wasn't. So some minifigures went for $30, some went for $4. It was a good smattering, and I'm just so grateful because yesterday we got the new key done, and it was $400 freaking. Highway robbery, but they know they can do it. You got to drive a car, don't you? But absolute insanity. So today I'm going to the offsite. If you're new to the channel, sorry. Hi, Tori Favreau, the Geelong-Flipper full-time reseller. And I show you guys how my business goes or doesn't on eBay. I also sell on Whatnot, which is a live auction streaming service. You can find the links to that in the description. If you do use them and you want to be a seller, be sure that you're ready to go. Watch some of my other videos about how that all works, because you get 6 days to earn a bonus $150. So it's well worth it, and I score as well. If you use my code, I do get, you get 150, I get 100, which is bloody awesome. Okay. So yeah, chores today include, I'm going to one of those car places at the moment to pick up the insulation for the back of the van. In case you are new, we are traveling 2,300 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles, just I think divide it by 1.6. Yeah, it's a long drive. We'll be sleeping in the van where we can. We've got a power station that we're going to hook up in the back. I'm converting it into a camper where we, being myself, and I just don't get sick of this yet. I've only been married a week, but my wife and I, Ali, I love that. I love it. My wife and I are traveling up to Queensland to live. So yeah, we're packing and going nuts on the yard, and we're going to document the whole thing so you guys can see it all happen. And I think it's going to be a fun adventure for you guys as the viewers, but also me and Ali. I think it's going to be stressful and fun, if there is any such thing, as we negotiate our way up and down Australia. Come on, guys. Give Uncle Flippy a break. There we go. Lots of stuff just slid backwards. the van's fairly empty. So yeah, I am going to go and get its sound deadening and weather insulation tape. 5 meters of it. I hope it's large. I think it is. 5 meters of it cost $159, and we're getting mirrors that we can strap onto the sides of these mirrors to give us more visibility, because we're going to be dragging a trailer behind a van, which means we're going to be a long vehicle. And I just want to have my wits about me. I'm about to see as much as I can of the road. So yeah, that most certainly will be a thing. Just let me quickly get this going here. We'll do mode. Hopefully that helps. The front windows are fogging up. Notice how I tell you everything, even though you don't need to know everything, but I tell you everything. So picking those things up, going to the offsite, I've got to put labels on the on yesterday's parcels. I didn't get around to it because we had to run and get the key done for the van. Also, this is going to sound weird, but Ali's looking to sell her car. So if anyone's in the market, it's an old car, but it drives really well. I know this sounds so random, but you know, it is a vlog. We're looking to sell her Holden Captiva. And it is old, but it drives really well. So I'm sure it'll need a service and other bits and pieces. But if anyone is after something like that, just let me know, please. My email or contact details, come on, idiot, are at the end of every video. So if you're in Geelong or whatever and you need a Holden Captiva, let me know, because and pretty soon, because we're going to have to get rid of it within the next week. But I think at the rate she's going, and she's so busy doing other stuff, I think that she'll end up just taking it to a place that scraps it. And I don't want to do that, because it's a good car, and it doesn't, like, our philosophy is to try to reuse things as much as we can. So I don't see why an old car, sure, it's got over 200,000 kilometres on it, but still drives great. It probably isn't ready to see a scrapyard yet. So yeah, get in touch and we can go from there. We don't have time to do all the roadworthies and stuff like that, so you can factor that into the price. It won't be registered as roadworthy. If you're watching from another country, basically our government requires that when you sell one car to another person, unless it's a family member, you can transfer registration then without a roadworthy, but it has to be like a spouse. Otherwise, you do have to get it checked by a mechanic and given, you know, the thumbs up for all that sort of gear. Anyhow, enough of the car. I'm going to get stuff for this vehicle. Then we're going to the offsite, packaging the parcels, the movie sale from yesterday. I've got it all bundled up. I just don't have it labelled yet. So that'll enable us to access those funds through Whatnot. Have you guys seen that, like, people drive around with those D-clamps or shackles on the back of their car? And I know they're meant to look like it, but they kind of look like, you know, boys' bits. It's just, I don't know, I find it disturbing. I'm not doing that on the Flipmobile. I'm always worried that, like, if you leave a decent D-shackle on there, that someone will nick it. They're not cheap. So, you know, like the guy in front of me, he's got one on his car, and all I can think to myself is, bro, you are... Oh, okay, apparently if you put... Oh, wow, that worked fast. I was going to say, if you put the demister on, it turns on the air conditioner. But it's a cold day. Yeah, like, I would say they would easily be $25 plus each, even though they're beat up. And all you got to do is undo a screw and someone's stolen it. What a suspicious world I live in, huh? That's bizarre. Okay, so I'm out front of the Aldi and I can see there. I overshare, I'm sorry. My dad, in case you are new to the channel, passed away in August, right? It's now November. And just so bizarre. And I know when people pass, you see them a lot. I'm not kidding. If you saw my face when I was looking, I could have sworn that was my dad just walked past with a shopping bag from Aldi. It's not, obviously, and he doesn't come down this far. But he walked the same as Dad walked. He's the same build, same height, wears the same coloured clothing. I could only see sort of his nose and stuff because he was wearing a hood. That knocked the wind out of my sails. But Dad doesn't walk down. Oh, he does actually if he goes down to Warm Ponds shopping centre. It might be weird for you guys. I talk about stuff as though you all know where I am and what I'm doing. And you can't see it because the camera points away, but you'll see like an APCO service station here and maybe a McDonald's as we move further up. Well, on the side you can't see is Warm Ponds shopping centre, which I actually really like. It's got everything there you need. And Dad would walk down there because he didn't have a license. At the end, he surrendered his license as he was getting older. Not that there was a war for the license and he surrendered, but he stopped driving a few years ago. My beard looks super white today. It's funny, I was looking at photos not so long ago, about 5 years ago actually. So that is a while, I guess. And most of my moustache was still a darker colour. My beard was down to about here, but I had a lot of black in my moustache. Now I've just got like mainly a white beard. I like it. I like my beard. I've had a beard on and off most of the time since I was, I think 21 or 22. But I'm enjoying it like this the most. Far out, honestly, welcome to the Waffle channel where you don't learn a lot, but occasionally you do. In the video that I did a few days ago, on Legend, gave me $50. Oh, you're just swooping out. Okay. In the video I did a couple of days ago, guys, I screwed up. If you haven't seen it, I screwed up when I was doing my Whatnot shipping. It ended up costing me a fair bit of money. And go back to that video if you're selling on Whatnot because you will learn something. Even if you just miss all the stuff that I'm doing, I will title it. It's not up yet. I think I'm uploading that one tonight, which for you is still a couple of days behind. But make sure you do check it out. If you're going to sell on Whatnot, you'll see a very, very simple mistake I made. Even if you scoot through, as I was saying, to the point where it looks like I'm sitting down, because that's when I talk about it. If it looks like I'm standing up in the offside or sitting in this car, well, you can watch it, but it's at least an hour into the video, I think. If you just scoot till you see me sitting down on a side of the offsite that is Ali's, not mine. I buggered up with the shipping profiles and it cost me money. So check that out to avoid the mistake that I made. There you go, I've done my community service. There's a lot of traffic out today. I don't know why. I've put out a memo that I was on the streets. But apparently they didn't receive and they decided they could still be denizens of the road. I've got to get a new toner as well. Don't know why I've got that there. I'm useless with that shit. So I generally just take the empty and go, hey, I need another one of these. Guys, selling the house. I haven't sold a house for a while and not for about 6 years. And which I guess for some people wouldn't be a lot of time. Some people buy one house and never leave it. But all the different costs. So, for example, we've got a 1-bedroom unit in Belmont. Once, and obviously for privacy's sake, but once we are out of there, I'll show you what it looked like empty. But they want to stage it. Now, I haven't seen the bill for that, but staging is when they put, not your furniture in there to try to make it look more appealing. We've got to get the carpets dry cleaned or whatever, or do it ourselves, shampoo the carpet. We do have a Bissell. I've got to do a bit of painting where I've knocked paint off the doors, carrying shit in. I've got to weed the whole back garden. I was thinking of just getting someone else to do it, but even Ali was saying, look, we maybe to cut costs, we need to be doing some of this ourselves. So to save the money, we're going to basically stay in the house with it pretty much empty, with just the mattress in there and maybe a small TV for my sake, because, you know, I love me telly. We'll have the Starlink, so that's another good thing. So we'll still have portable internet. But yeah, lots of work to do. But then, because I renovated myself and it was substantial, I redid the kitchen. We've got to do a owner builder report, but it has to be done by a builder. And apparently they're about $400. I've got to get a certificate from the stupid body corporate. That's $130. Obviously the conveyancer, who is a friend, Cam, he'll need to be paid. Sean, g'day Sean, real estate agent, he needs to be paid. Mate, I hope you do a super deal for me too, by the way, please. Because yeah, your mate is hemorrhaging money. Get off the road, you idiot. You can see said idiot at the moment. Sorry if you're a viewer. There you go. She was walking in front of my car. In front of it. Isn't that what you would do? I know it's a pain in the ass around this joint to do stuff, but you don't walk in front of cars. I wish I could park closer, but that's not the way it is today. Just because of the rain. Not that anything I'm buying is going to break. All right, guys, I'll shut up. I'm going to go into Super Cheap Auto now, get the stuff I need, and maybe find Hot Wheels stuff. Just remind myself I've got to get the toner as well. All right, I got no idea why, but Office Works is packed. It's not even bloody Christmas or back to school. Get out. All right, well, got it. Some third party thing. Tell you what though, the staff in there, and I don't blame them because it was busy, but they just all looked unhappy. It kind of sucks when places are like that. Hopefully it's not like that all the time though. Okay, so that stuff's picked up. I thought there were mirrors, but there aren't any on the thing, so that's my bad. Let's go to the offsite. All right, let's tally-ho, friends. Looking over my glasses. Oh, that was bizarre. All right, go slow. I tend to find like the camera is working at the moment. I'll tell you what, I know this will sound, if you're used to driving bigger vehicles, I'm used to driving the van now. Like I will at least try to park between other vehicles, but I do not want any situation where I have to reverse the trailer. No, thank you. Oh, holy shit balls. There's a lot of traffic. As I said earlier, I don't know that these guys are even aware that I already stipulated I'd be coming through. So, oh well. We'll see if people let me through or not. That guy's trying. Oh, he's trying to let me through. Thank you. Being very patient about it too. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you so much. That was nice. They didn't have to do that. Very nice. Legends. Thank you. Chivalry is not dead. Just decency. Oh, it's bizarre to think, as I said, like, depending, Ali's going to be sorting out with the removalists when the moving is being done, right? But I am still low-key keen to see like how quickly we can pull all this off. She has almost condensed her entire store. And then from there, she's going to do minimal listing into only a few tubs that come into the van or in the trailer. I also need to find stuff to go along here that we can have storage, utilize this space here. I looked in Supercheap, they didn't have anything. I just think it'll need to be like satchel sort of stuff. Same as I need a decent sized padded hanging satchel to put the Starlink into. I do not want to bump that on the way up. That's our internet. I still am gobsmacked, Bri. Still gobsmacked that you got that for us. Lovely. Okay, so we're on the road again. Heading to the offsite via Bean Squeeze. I don't know. Today I feel like a warm coffee. But I feel like a toasty too. So we'll head to the offsite, pack orders, get all that sorted out. And then, yeah, I'm going to try to get some of that tape, the insulation tape done and in the van, on the roof even, just to not need to do everything at the last minute. Because I said to Ali, like, we're using this van as a van, not a camper, right up until the end, right up to the point that the dude shows up to pick all our stuff up. And I'm like, okay, so from there, we do need to make the van into a camper after that. But I need to try to get as much done as I can before then to just make it easier. Because I said to her, look, I'm going to need about a day and a half, I reckon. A day and a half at the offsite, roughly, I think at the offsite. We don't have anywhere around our house where I can just tinker and work on things. I might ask a friend if I can borrow their driveway or something. Maybe that'll do. But yeah, we don't have a lot of storage space. Well, that was a whistle talk, wasn't it? Storage space. We don't have any practical space to work on things. So I need to find somewhere to do that. But I don't want to keep paying for Storage King if we don't actually have stuff in there in storage. Hopefully that makes sense. Look, a day or two to have access to electricity and somewhere to sit and take a break, maybe that'd be worth it. But we'll wait and see. It's a piece by piece thing, but it's like, you know, we're no longer talking about just, you know, musing on the move. We've friggin' paid the removalist. It's done. There is a property there that in a few days' time, the rent starts ticking over. Then we have rent and mortgage. And, you know, it's like from there we've got to drive first to Toowoomba to look after Ellie's mum for a bit, just to get her sorted and, you know, make sure she's getting all the paperwork done that she needs to get done. And then from there, we're cutting back into the coast to do the coastal drive up. That was at my request. I think you can do it a bit faster if you just cut through the guts. But I had a beautiful time last time going up and down there. And I do think I would like to experience that again. Not only that, but I know there's a few areas I want to go through to make sure I catch up with you guys if you want to catch up with me. If you don't, tell me and I'll just skip the town. But I think in Brisbane, we should be able to get enough people together as long as you're not socially awkward or not socially awkward. If you don't like meeting people face to face, I guess that is socially awkward, then that's cool. It's funny because, like, you know, I have in the past people who have been very supportive and lovely electronically and stuff like that. I've gone, hey, I'm going through your area. Do you want to catch up? And ultimately they don't. And it's not, for me, it's like, it's just my way of saying, hey, I really appreciate you. But I do get it. Some people just want their privacy and they're happy to be vocal and outspoken and joke around online. But the idea of physically meeting someone can be terrifying. it is funny that as the channel has grown, there's been a couple of occasions where I've had. It's weird sometimes meeting people that have watched me for hundreds of videos. You know how I think, how I talk. None of it's a put on for the camera. I am me as you see me. And first thing they go, actually I remember Andrew Foulmouth. I love that guy. He said to me the first time I ever called him to help him out, I'm angry at you too, by the way, Mr. YouTube boy. He had the best idea for a story, a book. And I said, please write it. Gave him some points, hints, tips. He's never done it. He hasn't done it because he's doing YouTube. The book idea is awesome and absolutely terrifying. And as someone who's written and published multiple books, he should be writing. But it is hard when you've got a young family and you're getting pulled all over the place too. Not like that. But yeah, so he said to me, it's weird when I phoned up. He's like, it's so weird. It's like I'm listening to a video, but it's in real time, or words to that effect. And that was why at the flip lunch, I was lucky. I did know most people, but there were a couple of people I hadn't had the benefit of meeting before. So I was like, I said to people, look, when we do catch up, please introduce yourself, simply because all I know, I don't get to see your faces when I'm streaming live. All I see is little icons and other bits and pieces, which can feel like a bit of a detached situation for people. But no, I genuinely want to meet you if you're on our route. But it would be better if I say, hey, tomorrow I'm going to be at, and for example, I say Brisbane just as a general thing, but hey, tomorrow I'll reach Brisbane Flip Fam. Think about this for me too. So for us to meet up in Brisbane, if people want to, think about one, I've got a van with a trailer on the back. I will probably, ideally, like we'd have lunch and then probably hit the road. But if there's somewhere in Brisbane that is good for people to catch up, I'm just throwing that as a location, by the way. If there's somewhere in Brisbane that is good for people to catch up, a small, affordable restaurant. We don't want these things to be expensive. We don't have any money. And if I can leave the van and the trailer potentially at someone's house, and then we take your car in to have a feed. Because I don't know these areas and I don't know where I'll park or what I'll do. And I just want it to be fun. I think it is going to be. We're thinking with timeliness, just because now we're paying rent up there, we may have to skip the Canberra detour, because we were going to detour for 6 hours. But to get to Canberra and come back, I'll double check with Ali. So Flip Fam, I am sorry. I'm trying to think up an alternative. But unfortunately, all the alternatives involve you guys coming to where we are, which still takes you 6 hours round trip. Maybe we can get a flip bus. Maybe we can meet in the middle. I don't know. I don't know these areas. So that is something that all these things, I need to sit down and type it into Google, then zoom into the map and say, okay, we pass through here. Give people a rough idea. If people are there, they're there. And if they're not, they're not. But for major stops, I need to know that there will be people there. But yeah, I know that Brizzy and surrounding areas do have a good contingent of Flip family. So that may be a thing. Plus, I want to see my brother-in-law, though I've caught up with him a fair bit by then, I hope. Actually, he's my real brother-in-law now. Ben, my brother-in-law. I do want to see him. God, he's a good bloke. My other brother-in-law, Paul's over in Western Australia, so he's a good bloke too, but he's a bit harder to just say, hey, you're going to catch up, whereas Ben will Probably come to visit his mum anyhow. All right, going to get some food, guys. I'll see you. Let's just say we'll see you at the offsite. All right, guys, we're in the offsite now. It is continuing to rain. Ali's here. We had a little bit of lunch, which was lovely. I was going to mic up, but I'm only going to be here, well, chatting for 2 seconds this time round. I'm just finishing up the labels like I was talking about, and also I've got to process the Lego minifigure orders. So that's all good. I'm not sure if I'll do that today or maybe even tomorrow. I'll see how I go, because we've got the toy sale tonight, and as much as I love it, the toy sales can be a bugger to pack. So we'll wait and see how we go with it all. That's cute.
Tonight it will be available.
You guys won't see this for 3 more days, but tonight that thumb sucker will be available. They're very rare, actually, and they're very old. So I'm going to talk to Ellie about whether or not she actually wants to list it or eBay it, because they're worth about $60.
Maybe not.
You won't want it going tonight for $4?
Why not? It's cute.
It is cute. It looks really old, like me. Okay. So basically, these are the movie ones. They're not the Lego minifigures. If there were that many, I'd probably have earned $10,000 last night. Just doing the PDF now. I thought you guys like music. I like music. So let's play some music for you. And here is said music for your own pleasure, composed by me. Not on Spotify just yet, though. Just yet. Wait a second, excuse me. I just screwed up. Excuse me, not as save as a PDF. There we go. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's right. That's right. It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? And that's the end of that song for now. There's another song that's going to be played once I get my shit sorted out. Not literally, but once I do the Lego minifigures. Guys, so Ali and I are talking, like, I haven't gone up shopping for ages. Neither has she. Technically, considering what we're doing, we don't really need to. And I don't even know if you guys are watching this far, but I almost want to turn the camera around. I won't do it. But do you guys remember the clothing show where we had the ballpark warehouse? She's wearing that jumper and she looks super cute in it. And I want to show you, but alas. Anyhow, she's going, instead of looking for toys all the time in the video, why don't you look for bric-a-brac so as people can hear the ceramics clinking? ASMR. Anyhow, I have now done all the Lego minifigures. I don't know. If you guys can think of content that you would like me to do, I mean, it is a vlog, and I know we all get that it's a vlog. So a vlog is my life and what I'm doing in my life at that time. And of course, as we drive up to QLD, you're going to see tons of thrifting content. But you've probably got at least another 2 weeks of me just coming to the offsite and packing orders and crapping on in my car. So if you've got stuff that you'd like my thoughts on, please ask questions. I'll put a post up on YouTube asking you guys what you'd like to see, or for me to talk about. But yeah, it's counterproductive, I think. We're trying to clear tubs, but I can fill a car in one big savers trip. And I almost I don't know, I'll check those tubs, but I think even for a toy sale, I still don't need to do a savers run. We're doing a toy sale tonight. I hope that I do sell a lot of stuff then. But in the meantime, we have done the Lego minifigure. Well, I've packed it all up. There's only one thing to do. Excuse me just a moment here. I'm busy trying to talk and do things. But I just need to play you some more music. And then I'm going to go home. Excuse me, print. Excuse me. Oh, that's better. Oh. When the hills come alive like a big piece of pie, that's amore. Bing. Okay, So I'm going to do this and pack stuff up. If something major happens that I can think of, I'll talk to you guys about it. But in the meantime, please put in the comments below, what do you want Uncle Flip to talk about? I'm talking about myself in the third person. What would Uncle Flip do? And yeah, other than that, Ali has almost condensed all of her tubs. How many do you have left to do, honey?
This is the last one, and I've condensed 30 odd down to 1, 2,
30
3,
tubs
4,
down?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Down to 9 tubs, but she's still doing it, which means she isn't finished. Amazing. All right, guys, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Put a comment down. Let me know what you want to know. And I'll chat to you guys soon anyhow. There's still a lot of work to do. That looks terrible, but it's actually just packing material, so I'm not concerned about that. And around the side there is actually looking quite empty, thanks to Ali's hard work. And mine selling stuff, but more Ali. And I'll see you legends on the next video. Bye-bye.